All right, we should be live. We'll just let them ask, like they can ask questions or something like that.
Okay.
It's on there now. Say 2 people on there. Man, y'all folks spam something in the chat, man. Y'all say what's up if y'all there. Still ain't got too many people in just yet. A lot of new subscribers, man. That's kind of like the audience I'm trying to see, man. Where these folks at? Don't be dropping no comments.
Man.
Don't be subscribing. Don't be doing none of that, man. Yo. There's gonna be some OGs in here too. Let me see. I think you guys are gonna see it like that regardless. Let me make sure it looks right. Yo, what's up, Texas Slayer? Can you see the screen where they like put stuff too?
Yeah, I see it.
Man, what it do? Is the Hotshot? What you mean, bro? We got some people who doing Hotshot and box truck.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Appreciate that, Chapman. Man, we here to either answer y'all questions or just, like I said, y'all can follow the dialogue. If y'all probably new to this channel or y'all been here, y'all already know what I do. But this is Javon. If you want to introduce yourself, bro, just let them know your
My name is Javon. I own a logistics company, Legacy Logistics LLC. We started out in Oklahoma City. Now we're based in Dallas, Texas. So, but yeah, that's really what we do.
And he also transitioned from non CDL box truck into non CDL Hotshot. So I thought it'd be pretty cool, given the fact that we both kind of started this year early on, doing something different. You know what I'm saying? But we still doing the same thing now.
Right. Crazy how the journey's been. It's been crazy.
Namula, I don't know how to say that, but actually, if you check the link in any of the descriptions, you should see a contact at AF Dispatching. They're taking owner operators who are at least past, I think, 90 days to 6 months at this point. They used to take brand new people, but now I think they got a little more stricter with their requirements. But nothing is charged on here. I don't have a course or anything.
Man, in our dispatching company, can I advertise on my end as well?
What, y'all got one too?
Yeah, we just we work with one that's real close.
Yeah, y'all can do that.
Yeah, she's 550 dispatching. I do believe the name is. Man, when we first came out first week, we hit 5K. I messed with her, like she was the first dispatcher that reached out to us that gave us a chance, and she's been rocking with us ever since. I've been through like four dispatchers, sent us to some bad areas, and she got me out of it.
Man, that's what's up, man.
Yeah,
that's what's up. It's hard to find some good, honest dispatchers out there. That's why I don't promote many, but one.
Right.
But Clint, I would say either Trucker's Edge or Power DAT. But yeah, I would say Power DAT. If you go to my description on this last video, it's literally a free link. It should say like Go Power or something like that, DAT. Just check out the load boards, man. It's pretty cool. It also shows the rates and everything too, but DAT gonna be your best friend. Man, y'all can ask some questions though. I'll probably get that link in this live stream afterwards.
I got you.
How often do you guys try to get on directly with shipper, or do y'all strictly go through the broker? He can probably answer that a little better than me. I mean, what I do, I try to keep the brokers as my connection for now, because when you're new in this game, I don't think it's as easy to find direct shippers as most make it, but it does work for some people, is what I would say. So for me right now, I'm just trying to get more skin in the game as a carrier, as far as like building a relationship with smaller brokers. And then once I tap in and I know my limits as far as the type of freight I'm gonna be doing, what on this freight, then I think I'll get more serious into trying to tap into like a direct shipper type of contract. You get what I'm saying? I just feel like, me personally, I need a little more time in the game.
Right. See, and just on our end, man, I'm just an impatient person. I'm not gonna lie. I like to try to grow fast and strategic. We reach out as much as possible to them. Like I said, like the way we advertise with just our drivers with company logo, T-shirts, and stuff like that. The direct shippers get our cards and they call us
Okay.
with like smaller, like Texas, they go call you regardless because they have so much freight coming out.
Yeah.
So like we get phone calls from a few direct shippers, and if they like what we offer, we'll work with them. We have 2 locked in right now. We're still growing, and we literally hit our 90 days. I think tomorrow.
That's
I think
what's
it
up.
is. So like,
But see, oh, you
and
good?
it's crazy how like direct shippers. Like I wanted to go low and slow, like and just get connection with brokers, but. I mean, if they want us to do direct shipping, I ain't gonna say no to it.
Yeah, no, that's the way to go.
Right.
I think my main thing is like I had a little bit of a gap, but I know you've been doing a lot of research because you've been following the channel for a while, like since back in February is when you was DMing me. So no, like I agree with that. But for me personally, like every single time I go back to Georgia, I have this one place in middle Georgia where every single load I come out, it's the same tarp load, 10 feet worth of freight. But I just haven't canceled out the broker yet because I'm trying to just show them, hey, I can consistently get this from point A to point B. And I'm thinking if I can do that for at least 3 to 6 months straight consistently, then maybe I approach them and say, hey, I've been doing freight for a while. You know, how can I make a little bit more money by doing the same thing? Because I know them brokers are making a killing off of
Man,
them partials, man.
Them brokers, I had to get bold about it. I was like, if y'all don't want to like take the rate that's like respectable, I just hang up and
Yeah.
get a new one because it just doesn't make sense. They would take advantage of you, man. It's crazy.
No TQL brokers, bro. They crack me up, man.
Bro, and they will sit there and dog you out on the phone.
Man. Like that's one thing I can say. Like some brokers are honest and others just, man, it ain't worth it.
Right.
It ain't worth it. Like, right, especially TQL. Yeah, man. TQL funny though. Like if y'all really don't take anything personal and just have a conversation with TQL, like just take it like on a day off. It ain't business professional, but I'm telling y'all, y'all just call up there and just see the way they scheme, man. It's so funny to me. I don't know why, bro.
And they just act like it's just normal. I'd be like,
yeah,
bro,
they some jerks, bro.
Price, man.
They all sleazy, bro. They all sleazy.
But you got to mess with them when you first start. That's the only problem.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's why I still got to put them up there because they got plenty of they got so much freight because a lot of customers are just so cheap they don't want to pay to get expedited freight move for $2 a mile, so they'll probably quote them at $1.50. Say, oh man, I can get this load going 300 miles done for $450. Just give me $450 and I get it moved. And that's exactly what TQL is doing. So, but like I said, it's hilarious. I'm sorry that new people got to deal with them, but they are hilarious. Like I
was happy when I was like, I don't got to take this. I'll hang up the phone
and
call somebody else.
And see, I ain't gonna lie though. I think since I progressing to Hotshot, I think they respect. I feel like the brokers in this lane, most of them are already doing like flatbed type of loads. Right. And when you get into the big rig industry, I don't think it's as many scam type stuff you're gonna deal with like LTL freight, like HLH logistics, hurricane logistics, massive 3PL.
Bro, it's like all of them. Like they really just
so many of
you out. It's so crazy.
Public brokerage, just a lot of them that don't have good credit scores, an LR or something like that. They'll have like a 39 credit score, won't pay you for a whole month, and then they give you the wrong address to pick up. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot you got to deal with as a new carrier for
Hurricane
as far as being a box truck.
Hurricane took 1 month to pay me. I think it was the biggest load I ever took. It was like $2,000, and I was so excited about it. And my factoring company, that was like, "Don't do it," but I just see the dollar sign.
Yeah, I wish it was just more like I think we should be putting out more small information like just don't take the freight. If it ain't got no credit score, it's probably a reason why. Unless they're a new brokerage, but just stay away from it, man. But we got any? What's up, Qued? There go a dispatcher right there, man.
Who is it?
Jaquez Jones.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, if y'all need a dispatcher, we got a dispatcher in here right now.
Look,
he ain't taking nobody under 3 months though.
I respect it.
Yeah. Hurricane.
Right. Thank
There
you.
go. Hey man, I think we all done had that one load we probably just ain't get paid for, but we ain't want to talk about it, man.
But look, you just try to just. I ain't gonna talk about that one. That's embarrassing, right there, boy.
But like I said, we really just wanted to like we created a video before this, and we just kind of thought like we just like the energy behind it, and kind of just wanted to see what you guys were thinking because my subscriber count is probably growing by 20 to 30 subscribers a day. You would think people would be popping up asking questions and this and that, but man, folks just be chilling. Yeah, Texas, for the most part, yeah, we still speak on a monthly basis. It ain't no hard feelings. Just like I said, at the end of the day, it's business. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, a lot of people just say one person, but y'all gotta remember it was 3 letters. You know what I'm saying? It was 3 people, and it changed us. But what you say is better, box truck or semi? Dom, I'm gonna have to say respectfully semi. Only reason why, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people will probably bash semi game because I know it's a lot of maintenance issues, it's a lot of stuff that come with semis. A lot more taxes you're gonna pay, you got to get a portion in place. It's just more requirements, but you are gonna make more money on a steady basis. I feel like, and you would believe there's more competition in semis, but I think everything is just easier for it. But that's me looking into like open deck type of space. So when I think of semis, I think of step decks and flatbeds. I wouldn't personally buy a dry van. So if you're comparing dry van to a straight truck, I don't think, like, for most of the year, you probably won't miss too much by not getting a semi unless you want to be more so like regional or local. But as far as making money in this game, you gotta put semi first because that's what's gonna maximize your profits at the end of the day. Getting a bigger truck and trailer.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like it's much
But that
easier to find
IFTA portion plates, when you start out, it's gonna hit you.
Oh yeah.
We spent some money on that, and I was like, "Do y'all want how much to do what?"
Yeah, I already know, bro.
Yeah, it was. But like starting out, I would recommend everybody start out with at least like a box truck.
Yeah,
just to see if you like driving before.
And let me say that if you have no experience at all, I strongly believe you should not just hop into a semi. I don't care what type of course you take. I don't care what type of seminar you join. Yes, there's money in it. If you're gonna be a solid investor, that's one way to do it. But if you just hop into this space without knowing anything, I would much rather people go with a straight dry van, not straight, a straight box truck.
Right.
And that's before non CDL Hotshot too, because it's very dangerous. Like I've been trying to, it's been plenty of times I've had to pull over to resecure a load on an open deck trailer on the interstate. And straps they randomly pop off. It's not because I'm not securing it correctly. It's just that's how open deck trailers are.
Right.
It's more
you got to
wind.
do that regardless of what the weather is like outside.
Exactly.
You got to get out there. But with a box truck, you just secure the load. You in a box, so you can't really too much.
And for the most part, since everything is more so palletized, it's like it's stick. It don't really move at all. Sometimes you'll maybe have like something fall over, but as far as the pallets, they be pretty firm.
Right.
Is it easier to find a box truck driver or a hotshot driver? Which one can make you? That's a hard question. That's something that honestly I'm gonna be trying to figure out because I ain't gonna lie, man. I got some crazy good news coming up real soon. I'm gonna be looking for a non CDL hotshot on operated driver soon. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really put out too much information, but the setup that I'm riding right now in the next month or two, I will be looking for a driver, but it's kind of hard to determine how we're gonna pay him, or how I'm gonna pay him, because honestly, I don't see anything in trucking right now as far as dispatching, brokering, and driving. I just feel like you can't pay a flat rate on it, because one day my driver might drive from Georgia to Tennessee to North Carolina. Like he might just do all Southeast. And let's say his set flat rate is $1,500. That's pretty fair. But what if he drives from Georgia to freaking Cali and Cali back to Colorado and Colorado? Like that's a different game. Like you going through different places. You're gonna spend more on fuel. You're gonna spend more on hotels.
Right.
he's gonna be more out of his comfort zone. I think he deserves more. So I feel like commission-based pay just makes more sense to me. Like, but me personally, I'm still trying to learn that. I don't think you can pay. Me personally, I don't think you can play a flat rate to an OTR driver. I feel like it should be commission-based. Like how far
honestly, like just out of like hiring on like owner operators,
percent per mile.
It's a it's hard because you got to remember like you're still playing off of the market regardless.
Yeah, it's spot market.
Yeah, so like you could have a good week, but you could have a good week and you'd be hard paying him $1,500. But if you have a bad week, that $1,500 regardless is still owed to that man because he's still an employee.
And you might only gross $2,500. Like it's been plenty of weeks. Well, of course, if I'm riding every single day, you know, besides my 34-hour reset, like right now, I'm grossing from 4,000 to 6,000. But it's also some weeks where maybe I don't want to run the weekend. Like maybe I just want to chill in Kansas and let my fiance chill with her family, and I might only make 2,500 to 3,000. It's just how it goes. So, but I know that driver won't go through that. But it's gonna be dry weeks where maybe he has to sit a day or two because my dispatcher made the wrong decision and sent him to Wyoming or Montana. So you just never know, man. Like, and then this ain't really the season, honestly. I feel like for hiring a driver, but like I said, it's a toss up. Any more questions? Man, Quez, you still in here, man? Yeah, man. Shoot, man. What questions you got for the audience, bro?
Man,
I know you're trying to get in.
It's crazy. It's like, what do people like want to know the most of? Like, what's the hardest thing that they think like nobody else is talking about?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good question. These rates for box trucks have been so low. Like, man, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I just go on DAT and I swear to God, I just look up. If I was in Chicago right now, like on a Tuesday night, what would my loads be looking like if I had a straight box or a 40-foot trailer or a 53-foot flatbed? Like, I just look at different stuff like that. And box trucks, everywhere but the Midwest, I just been seeing the worst of rates lately. Now, you have to have at least a Class B to get your hazmat endorsement. Getting in the game. Makai, is that like something that's hard for you? But that's what's up. That's what's up. If you were just saying you getting into the game, you thinking about it. I actually got a video. It's like an hour long, basically explaining every single thing you need to start a box truck business. Because honestly, I've just been seeing so many people overcharge for information, like near $1,000 for stuff that honestly I feel like I'm putting out on a weekly basis. So like I said, at this point, I don't have anything, like I don't have a course, anything you can buy from me. The only thing you can probably buy from me is a little bit of time as far as like a consultation if you stuck on something in the starting process. But at this point, like I just feel like it's almost like a calling, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I've been working on that too. Man, AJ, where you running your truck at getting $1 to $1.40 mile tops? I'm not seeing that. I mean, not with Hotshot, of course, but good Lord. My authority just hit 6 months and I'm about to start running hard 2 to 3 weeks out. What can I expect on gross, and is there anywhere to look other than DAT? You got truck stop if you start in Hotshot. So you said you about to hit 6 months. So what's your market like? Are you doing straight dry box? So you got 26-footer? Do you got a 40-foot Hotshot? What type of equipment do you have?
It looked like he got like a box truck.
Oh shoot, he got an international in the picture. Okay. So let me tell you this, man. I think this is the what they call peak season as far as Amazon rates. As far as everything else, I think right now, that's what I'm saying, man. Like all the channels I used to follow about a year ago, they tried to make it seem like this was the best season, like this was peak season, but it was only for Amazon. So I don't know, man. I think you can expect to gross anywhere from 3,000 on the low end, probably 5,000 on the high end, depending on what the rates are. If they're looking like $1 a mile, you're probably looking at 4,000 on the high end, but I don't believe they should be that high. where is your business based? Let me ask you that. Dispatcher or load boards for newbies. Like I said, man, you can check the description on any one of my other videos. I don't have it on here. Now dispatch, I could probably plug in his dispatcher for new people because the dispatch company that I'm working with only takes people at least 3 months mature. You say you box truck. Okay. Does anyone know how to use the same day Amazon Pay? I don't, but I can do some more research for you, man.
Man, I just looked at that the other day. I'm still figuring that out as we speak.
Really?
Yeah, because even like Tulsa, they just got they're offering like direct shippers
Okay.
because they're building a new distribution center in Tulsa.
That's what's up, man.
Man, they have been trying to get direct like loads.
Yeah.
Like, I can go through my business email every night. It went like at 9 o'clock, all the way up from 9 p.m. to like 7 a.m. They send emails because they want people to start driving because it is peak season for them.
It is.
They'll pay you right now, but
see, it only. How long you think that lasts? How long you think it lasts?
Yes, I was just about to say that. Right when Christmas, New Year's in,
man, it's gonna be 2 to 3 months y'all got for this. Like,
don't base your
business hype. So I want you guys to be really careful if you're only looking to get into. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was one of them people in December just thinking, oh man, I could just run overnight, just like so and so, and then make this type of money and just switch out the truck with my business partner, and then we grossing $15,000 to $20,000 a month, and it's just not true. But I've been OTR for about 3 weeks, and it's not for me. I'm gonna return my rental, buy a decent used truck, and just stay local. Man, good luck, man. Like, where are you? Where's your business based out of? I want to know where you're gonna try to stay local. Hey, but I'm wishing for the best for you, man. Them rental rates are ridiculous. We were talking about that off camera. What was your old rate, bro? Say again. You heard me? What was your old rental rate for your box truck? Can y'all hear me? Oh, dang, I don't think he can hear me. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat, man. 26-foot lift gate. Hold on, let me see real quick. I'm pretty sure y'all should be able to hear me. Yo, you can hear? Yeah, I can hear him too. It looks like he can't hear y'all. Okay. Yo, Jermel, can you hear, bro? Can you hear?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear? That's crazy. I can hear you. You want to try to rejoin?
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Okay. I'm gonna go over the questions while you're looking. 26-foot lift gate. So, with your type of equipment, bro, I think it's fair to say, I think you can make around 3,000 to 5,000 gross a week, and just set it in your mind that you'll probably take home half of that, depending on how high your expenses are. Let me know if you also if you renting, what your rental rate is, or if you financing, because that's a big difference too, or if you own your truck outright. Would reefer come with more loads and rates? Let me add my boy back to the stream. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So how you feel about this question? Will reefer basically come with more loads and make the rates higher? So for me, how I personally feel, I feel like you will get higher rates, but freight won't be as plentiful as you think. Like, I thought if you got a reefer truck, you could get all the loads for a regular straight box, but it'll be a lot of loads telling you that, it's 26 feet of freight and it's regular, they want a straight dry box and they won't take a reefer. So I don't know. I feel like a reefer can still hinder you. And I think it's more maintenance because I think you'll have to like wash out your trailer more often, if that makes sense.
Right.
So I guess they don't be wanting their dry goods to be getting either cold or dirty because like juice is left on the floor from fruit and stuff like that.
Right. I agree with that by all means. And honestly, I think you can if you get into the box truck game, if you're not like staying local for like restaurants, like dedicated lanes, I wouldn't even worry about like a reefer, honestly.
Yeah, not for OTR.
Yeah,
because there's gonna be that load every now and then that pop up, and it's just like, man, they paying $5,000 for 2,000 miles,
right,
for a reefer, but it's probably like 12 stops and
Man, a lot.
It's only you're only gonna see that load once out of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that 12'7" been killing. Are you saying as far as your clearance? Amazon is dead for me. I'm in GA. I've hit 4,900 in 5 days and back home. Okay, you running Southeast, or are you more so OTR? I like that. I just think getting in is what is most elusive. Man. Okay. So peak season. What did he just say? Peak season, my ass. The rates have been ass. Amazon rates also ass. Southwest and Southeast. Man.
Get out that area.
Man. Yeah, you gotta travel. You do gotta travel.
Yeah.
What did you have to change from Boss Truck to Hotshot as far as insurance and FMCSA? And did it cost more? So believe it or not, everything is basically the same. Only thing that really changed was equipment and the expenses that came behind getting equipment. So with box trucks, all you need is really a pallet jack and some 2-inch straps from Walmart. Like you buy a 4-pack for $25. For a Hotshot, you're gonna need straps, chains, binders, bungees, a big toolbox to put all that in, edge protectors, tarps, 6 foot, 4 foot. You're gonna need grade 70 chains. Make sure they're at least 20 foot long. Make sure you got ratchet binder instead of snap binders. Like it's a lot more requirements as far as securement. But as far as starting the actual business, everything is really the same to me. I don't know if you experience any differences, but everything is
honestly
just
the equipment just to get started. You could spend a good $2K just to get like quality equipment.
Yeah.
So that's basically, and I didn't do the straps, and I was doing like box trucks. I did the load bars.
Load bars.
Yeah.
They were still pretty inexpensive, right?
Right. Yeah, it was more affordable, but just that alone and bagging up a trailer, a lot different than a box truck. Yeah.
Way easy. Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, it's a little bit.
Wait, so you think it's easier than a box truck?
Say it again.
You think it's harder in a box truck to back up?
No. I think bagging up a box truck is the easy part.
Oh, I was about to say, man, like I said, it's like reverse maneuvering, bro. Like I said, I really feel like at this point, with another 3 to 6 months of driving, I feel like I could just walk into a CDL drive test and pass it, honestly.
It's like riding a bike. It's hard at first, but when you get it, you ain't gonna never.
Yeah, you got it. And it's actually pretty fun. It makes you feel like I said, you got a skill on you.
Right.
I can hear. My bad, y'all. I stay under 26K. Well, I need to get a CDL. See what a lot of people are saying are they gonna raise the requirements and kind of making it harder to run that CDL. I think something they may propose. I don't know if anybody else is talking about it, but I think how it's like it's a law for you to get your DOT number if you're over 10,000 gross vehicle weight. Mm-hmm. And you can stay non-CDL as long as you're under 26,000 gross vehicle weight and GV, like gross vehicle combination rate. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to do something to where basically they're going to lower that 26,000 to like 16,000. So just for you to hop in a box truck, they're probably going to require you to have a Class A. Or they're gonna make it like a petty limit to where you wouldn't be able to carry really any freight at all. I'm not too sure. I haven't been necessarily worrying about how I can stay around it and not get a CDL. I've just been thinking, let me go ahead and get it. You know what I'm saying? Let me not. Because if you're really serious about progressing into this industry, you might as well get it. It's kind of like your key to get in.
Right.
If you want to elaborate on how you feel about it, I know we talked about that too.
Yeah, like honestly, like the process, like February, I think is just a deadline in my head. I'm not trying to beat around it. I don't want to play those type of games because then that could hinder the business for at least like up to a month just to get, going through the process anyway, getting your CDL. So honestly, I'm not even trying to like stress over it too much. Just go ahead and get your CDL, and then you can get whatever you want to. I mean, it's a little bit harder with the hotshotting because your trailer has to be rated for it. Exactly. But I mean, those are. I think I'd rather have those problems than not having a CDL at all.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I would just say, just go ahead and get it out of the way.
Okay. I finance $1,900 a month. Insurance $2,400. Good Lord. I'm driving and my buddy started the authority and put money down. Bad credit, $20K down. Okay. Man.
Still $1,900 a month with $20K down?
Yeah, that's a lot.
You might as well be written like I started. Because man, you
look. Yeah, that's a lot. Hey,
look,
I do be thinking like, because y'all got to think, man, the truck that we got was like 35,000 and we put down, I think like 3,500 or something like that. So it's crazy seeing the numbers that, I mean, you could have, I don't want to say you could have bought a truck cash for that, but you know, that's crazy.
Semis ain't like you can get a semi. That's what I've been learning. But these box trucks, they've been pricing it up. If you spending that type of money, you might as well just get CDL and get a semi.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. $1,900, even financing at $1,900 a month is crazy to me for a box truck. But
definitely,
it is that high nowadays. $480 a week, 15 cents a mile rental rate. But in reality, with fees and taxes, it comes out to $560 a week and about 17 cents a mile. That's actually pretty decent. I mean, I know it probably didn't work out for you and what you were doing, but you got to think there are people paying double that. So, yeah, he was paying double that. What you were paying like? That's what I was trying to ask you before it went out. You were paying like $850, weren't you?
Yeah, I was paying. It was like $650 to $850, something like that. It was a while back. But I know it was 19 cents per mile. That's what really.
Yeah.
It ain't worth it. If I could preach a message, I wouldn't say don't do a rental because if you mess up once, that could deflate your whole business. Okay.
So what pays more, Hotshot or box trucking? I think that's all subjective to how much you're gonna grind. If you that's a hard question because honestly, like I said, I got my boy Jermel. He still pull in more than me, but it's because he's willing to go farther. And honestly, he's still moving at consistently about the same rate. But he got a matured authority of about 8 months now.
That's good.
And like I said, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not going to just sit here and say, oh, Hotshot. Because, I mean, I've had a week in box truck running, making, over 8,000 a week. But I'm going to just be completely honest and say we weren't, like, a couple of times we didn't reset in order to make that type of money. So It all depends on how you're running your truck and, like, how you willing to hustle. Because there's a lot of people out here doing it. So I know you guys see videos where people making $10,000 a week in Hotshot, but you kind of got to realize how they're doing it, if that makes sense.
Right, because it ain't enough time in the day, honestly.
It ain't. it really just isn't, and that's all I'm trying to say.
Right, and like honestly, like I'm not gonna try to like just say like just break the rules, but when you from like an outsider looking in, if somebody just now starting, just be like, look at what these people are presenting to you. $10,000 a week. You can only drive 11 hours out of the day for, say, if you do 5 days out the week. And I mean, just do simple calculations. And
simple math, right? Simple math. Because they riding at least. Look, they riding at least by 5. Let's say they getting $2 a mile. They riding at least by 5,000 miles. Right. In 5 days, that's 1,000 miles a day. So when you're doing the math like that,
look.
I run 3,000 miles a week faithfully. Man. So, what's up, Darius? What you on, man? I would start local. I have someone to drive. Want to know best route for local? What kind of truck or van? Rent, lease, buy? What's first month start cost? My bad. What's first month startup cost? ETC. All the things. Okay, so like I said, I got like an hour-long video coming out. Y'all, I guess I can probably drop that tomorrow night. It's basically gonna be everything you need to start a box truck business. And I think these are the type of questions, and there's nothing wrong with it. I get these questions every single day, and I simply don't have enough time out the day to delegate it. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm gonna just drop a big video that's an hour long, full of information, every single thing you need to start. Now, this is the more so personal things. Like I said, if you want to start local, I feel like it's only a couple of places in the industry with a straight drop, a straight box truck where you can actually be local. To me, it's probably Chicago, Illinois, and maybe around like Lansing, Michigan area, Indiana, not even Indiana area. I think if you that truck need to be in Illinois or need to be in like somewhere like Michigan. If you want to be somewhat local,
Illinois is all I recommend.
Illinois. Yeah, I was gonna say Illinois. If you want to be local, like I don't want this truck to move out of a 200 to 500 mile radius every day. Illinois is just gonna be what makes the most sense.
Right.
But even then, yeah. So, but you will probably have to just wait for the video tomorrow. I don't want to say it like that, but I'm just trying to get to some other questions, or I'll come back to this question too. And just cold calling and seeing what type of connections you can make. Might as well practice Class A maneuvers in your Hotshot and get your CDL. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and break it. I got about 40, 50 people on here. I'm going to get my Class A soon. I haven't started just yet. It starts in December, but just know I'm gonna have my Class A in 2022 in the first quarter. So. And I'm not practicing for it, but just driving over the road. Like it's so many places where when you're pulling up to the receivers, you got to back into them anyways. It's so many times you're going to have to park in a parallel type of parking way when you're parking at the hotels at night. So I'm already getting a little bit of experience here and there, but I'm going to go ahead and get the full thing. I'm not going to spend $6,000 to do it. I might just have to take some class for cheating and go get it. So. Financial 30K. At least get the permit by February. I hear that a lot too. I'm gonna get my permit in December, in the second week. Can you take CDL test for 26? No, I'm pretty. I don't know. You might can, but I think you gotta take it in something where it's like a combination vehicle. Unless you're going to get your Class B, because Class B is where
B you can. Class A you got to do a
combination. Yeah, so like I believe you could take a 26-foot. There, I think you just need to show the fact that you can maneuver in like a reverse coordination type of deal. You know what I'm saying? And like someone else asked, what's the implication with a CDL as a requirement? What do you think she means by that?
I was just about to ask you. Yes, like someone else asked, what is the implication?
What is the implication with the CDL as a requirement? Are you saying like why is it being so stressed heavily in February of 2022?
I'll filter out the non-CDLs if that's the.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's a lot of people getting into this game, whether they want to do car hauling for Hotshot or they want to start with a straight box truck and they don't know about low clearance bridges. And these are all of the things I'm talking about in that long video I made for tomorrow. Like they don't really know what it takes to go over the road and they don't take it as serious. They just hire any type of driver who don't know anything about the same thing they don't know about. And they end up getting a big insurance claim that they're never going to be able to pay off. And it's just bad for all parties. It's bad for the brokerage that trusted you to take that freight. It's bad for the insurance company that getting paid that you made. And now you're finna, file bankruptcy in your business, honestly. I mean, It's just, and people are losing their lives to stuff like this too. So it's just a lot of implications that a bit like they're taking place for a reason. I feel like I don't think it's nothing wrong with everybody who's out here in this space to just go more education and get something that's valuable under their belt in the first place. Like it ain't nothing wrong with going to get your CDL, even if you don't necessarily use it to haul more weight or haul the longest trailer. I think it's just better to have it and be safe and not need it. Right. Yeah, we could have bought an older one. It had 150K miles, 2017, 50K before down payment. I got a CDL 7 years ago and never used it. I'll be moving to semi or CDL Hotshot. I'm also a technician. Hey, that's what's up, man. If you're your own technician, you're gonna make it a long way. Right. You're gonna make it a long way. You already canceled out probably half of the problem with having a big red, hands down. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that honestly, everybody else hires a mechanic or they hire an agent, but you having that under your belt is gonna be real big. You can't do more than 700 miles a day really in under 11 hours. Honestly, that's the truth. I even say, even with Hotshot, you have to spend so much time securing the freight, and then you have breaks in between. So honestly, it's really like 600 to about 650 for me. Yeah. But some days, if you already loaded, yeah, you can probably go straight through it 700 miles. But it is tough. I have done it, but it's tough.
It's rough.
You might have to stop that ELD a little early.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I already know.
Personal convenience. No, I'm just messing around. If I'm looking at a 26-foot 2022, good Lord, should insurance be $50K a year? Good God, they want 10 down and 4,500.
Don't run.
a
Run
month.
away. Run away now.
Run away. Man, I've never seen anything like that for a 26-foot box truck, bro.
Don't do it.
4,500 a month for insurance. Look, man, I got a dude named Daniel with Charles Streams Trucking Insurance. It's not a paid promotion. I don't get paid for it. Like I said, you may have to speak to him because, like I said, when I spoke to an agent, like I said, I'm gonna be speaking on this video that I dropped tomorrow. I was gonna be paying around $2,100 for just me and a non CDL Hotshot setup. I talked to him, and some of the agents, I guess they just don't be knowing what they're doing or what type of discounts you can get, how you can kind of cheat the system to make it, not cheat the system, but make it more affordable. And Daniel got me down, like I said, $1,200 a month. So, in a $10,000 down payment, like I said, man, either go get your Class A and do a semi for the exact same thing, or, well, actually, it'll probably be $50K a year for a semi too. But what they'll do, they'll probably ask for the entire thing up front if you don't have your Class A, because you're gonna be a big risk. Yep, I'm in Chicago, Wisconsin, Indiana, Illinois. Exactly. Yeah, that's where you want to be if you want to be local. That's exactly where you want to be.
Yeah.
I came in late, but I saved the vid. I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I see early on that once you have a dispatch service, that one of you have a dispatch service, so I'm locked in. That's what's up. So if you're newer than 90 days, you won't be able to use the dispatch service that I provide in the description. But like I said, after this video, Javon, if you can you said it's called like 550 dispatch, something
550
like that.
dispatch. Yeah, I'll get you the link to her website and
Okay.
contact number and all that.
I bet. And I can just drop that down below in this live stream for everybody watching. I'm in Chicago, right next to Indiana. So with starting a box truck company, be worth the investment. You in Chicago? Yeah. I don't want to blindly say that, but I say if I lived in Chicago, man, I couldn't imagine the type of numbers I would do. Right. If that makes sense. Like, you were literally, to me, in the best city in the entire U.S. if you were in Chicago, Illinois.
I hope you can drive though, because I do hate California. Chicago drivers.
Believe it or not, it's a lot of local work in California. You got to think California is a very long state, but I don't know California market enough to say you can be local completely local. But I do know if you open that driver up to long haul at least 2 weeks out of the month, and maybe that third week being local, you can make some crazy numbers.
Yeah.
Crazy numbers. Were you in Ohio before? Who's that? Me? No. I mean, I've driven to Ohio plenty of times, but
same.
Yeah, but I never lived in Ohio. My problem with the CDL is marijuana.
Don't let that hold you back, bro. That money is too much money out there to be.
Leave it alone, man.
Look,
I personally can't do. I don't smoke, I don't drink, none of that. But you can't let that hold you back, bro.
Man, I couldn't just see something like that hold me back. I'm giving you my money and not getting.
Man, you can't do it, bro. You honestly, I mean, that marijuana, you ain't supposed to be doing it. Well, where you live? You in Chicago?
What state you live in? He's telling on
yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he's telling on himself. I'm trying to get into so I need to know how long it takes and how fast I can get a CDL. All right, Zara, it depends. What type of industry you trying to get in? Like, what market you looking into? Flatbed, dry van, CDL, Hotshot. It's a lot of things you can do, but I would agree if you don't know what you want to do. I wish I could have had the time and money to just say, let me go get my CDL now. Like, before anything else, I wish I had stability and I was happy enough with what I was doing to say, let me just get my Class A and I'll figure out everything else. Because I promise y'all, transportation ain't going nowhere. So I don't want anybody to just start up. Like, if you got all the power right now to push a button and start today or start tomorrow, as far as getting into something like non CDL, I would just wait it out, get your Class A, and do something that makes it more worth it.
And it don't take that long to get your CDL.
My bad.
No, you good.
Okay. James White, are you watching? Are you watching my stream? I'll be getting my number, man. Unless I didn't. Whoa, James White. Is this James White from college? 3-day course. Let me get out there. I'm gonna answer the question. I'm gonna get back to this dude later. My bad, y'all. Lots of Lewis on here. My name is Lewis too. LOL. Yeah, I'm in Houston, Texas. Progressive quote. Man, Houston, Texas. I ain't gonna lie to it. That's a pretty tough lane.
Yeah,
that's a pretty tough place to get out of. Like I said, I know all this from dispatch experience myself. I always wonder, like you say, you in the Dallas area. Dallas always got freight out. If you want to be anywhere in Texas, you want to be in Dallas. Like, and nowhere else. But
because you can get stuck in Houston, San Antonio, and Austin.
Yeah, Laredo.
You'll be there 2-3 days waiting for something. You might as well head back to Dallas.
Yeah, I'm non CDL too. How long was you in business when they lowered it? Lowered what? My bad. I wasn't really.
Because they don't lower your insurance too much.
Oh yeah, they don't lower your insurance. Yeah. Finding flat deck trailers are hard right now. I'm looking for a 28 plus 5 big techs. Any suggestions on where I can find one? Currently, most places have even started. I know, because it's such a back order on getting the parts to create them and build them. So I personally can't help you with nothing like that. I think your best bet, unless you got a derate your trailer, probably gonna be looking for a used one. But it's hard to find a used non CDL trailer. Like, you got to think. Most people who doing Hotshot, believe it or not, in my opinion, I feel like a Class A holders. Like, anytime I'm riding on the interstate and I see a Hotshot person, it's usually a 40-foot long trailer.
Right.
But there are some people who have 30 foots, 30 plus 5.
But my question is, why such a small trailer? Like, what's for this guy specifically?
Mine not down here, Jordan. My bad. I'm on the live stream. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
My bad, yeah.
Oh no, you good. So I just don't understand, like, why the 28 plus 5? Like, that's real.
Yeah, you saying like 33 foot deck space? Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I wish. I don't know. If you got 30 foot of deck space, you can make it work. I know it's a lot of people with 25 plus 5, and they're making it happen. But me personally, I know those numbers. Like, some of my weeks wouldn't have been as good if I didn't have at least about 35 foot of deck space. But see, honestly, even now, it's a lot of loads I'm missing by not having 40 feet. So
it's crucial. That 40 foot, it's a lot.
It is. Can you do numbers in Ohio? Yeah, you can do numbers in Ohio.
Yeah, you outside PA, New Jersey, New York.
Yeah. See, the only thing about PA and New Jersey, the more east you go, the rate coming back is just gonna be really piss poor. So what you want to do when you're in Ohio, just try to go west to east. It's always freight going to Ohio from Illinois or Indiana, and there's plenty of freight coming out of Ohio going west. You don't want to go too west. You don't want to go like Colorado west.
Don't do it.
You just want to keep swinging in that area I am, man. Y'all got to think. I can't, when I'm coming out of Georgia, I got to come straight to most of my loads when I'm partialing. The last one drops in something like Nebraska or Kansas, Minnesota, because I'm just trying to get as far away as what my rates are as possible, if that makes sense, especially with a straight box.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, good for box. Yeah, I mean, PA is pretty, not Pittsburgh, thinking of Philadelphia. Texas is good. Texas is good as far as Dallas area.
Yeah. And if you got like a Hotshot, West Texas, when the oil is up, you make some money.
I got bad up on the questions. My bad, y'all. Run from Texas. Why you say run from Texas?
We ain't that bad. Don't hate from us.
Yeah. I hear it's a lot of freight coming out, and I know it's a lot of freight coming in. I just personally, and I do like Texas as far as like riding from Georgia to Texas because it's flat land. Mm-hmm. But like I said, unless that load that I'm dropping off of one of them is around the Dallas area, I just wouldn't do it because I see a lot of freight going to like not San Antonio, Laredo, and that's like the bottom of Texas, or El Paso. I'm like, what do I look like going basically to the border just to
It ain't that.
Drop off $1.80 a mile just to get nothing coming back. That's kind of why I don't take it. Hotshot want to be well rounded. That's what's up, man. Wyoming, you can get your CDL for free if you're a minority right now. I'm not going to Wyoming.
I'm definitely
not. That's cool. That's cool and all. I'm not going to Wyoming, man.
I spend the money where I'm at.
Yeah. I'm not going to Wyoming, bro. That almost seemed like a trap. There's a CDL school I'm attending now just to get it for more job opportunities on the board. I only had to pay. But I think, mouthful piece, I feel like when you do something like this, are you held down to do like a year with a company or something like that?
See, I thought the same thing, but if you get like held down with a company, like that's why they give it to you for free.
Oh yeah, that's when they give it to you for free.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When they hit you with their contract.
Yeah. Yep. They end up getting you, boy. What's that? Trailer. The Hotshot will come easy. That's true. Is 26-foot box truck going out of business? I don't think the freight's going anywhere. I think LTL freight is still a very, very big market that's going to need to be filled. But I think they may raise the requirements to where if the GVWR of a vehicle is more than maybe 10 to 15,000 pounds, you may need a Class B to operate it. I think they're going to do something like that, something sneaky where it ain't too bad, but it's just going to force you to get some more education. But just like Bruce said, he said we may only need the permit, but I don't know, man. Like everything just seems so secretive right now, so you can never really know. I don't think anybody knows exactly what's going to happen.
I think everybody might as well, if you go stay,
just go get your CDL, man.
Get your CDL.
When you got time to, don't force it, but
right.
Just got my permit. That's what's up, bro. What percentage does your dispatcher charge? 10%. 10%, but I know a lot of competitive dispatchers, they can do 8%. Me personally, I kind of say, unless you leased on to a company, I say stay away from a company if they charge either more than 10% or less than 7%. Because it's something about if they're doing 6 or 5% dispatching, you got to think they got to be loaded with plenty of carriers. They got to have at least 10 to 15 carriers to make any type of money, in my opinion. It could be a better business decision for you, but I think a lot of the times you're just going to be looking for your own freight most of the time.
So, yeah, just like the dispatcher that we have, she charges 10% for a box and 8% for a Hotshot. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I also hear stuff like Hotshots can't drive in Arkansas without a CDL. I be seeing a lot of stuff like that. Even if you're under 26,000 GVW, even if your truck is rated for the right amount, that for some reason the DOT in Arkansas, they just act different or something like that. They make it seem like you gotta have a CDL to run Hotshot.
I never heard.
No matter how. Yeah, I've seen some videos on that.
That's crazy.
Like people getting pulled over and fined like $5,000 and stuff. Make you work for at least a year. Yeah, that's the catch right there. Class is only 3 weeks long. Yeah, that's how the program that I'm signing up with. But the only problem with it, it's not too much of a problem because I got a lot of stuff I got to do at the beginning of next year. But so I start the permit on December 13th through the 19th. Then after that, it's like a 12-week wait, 8 to 12-week wait because of COVID or whatever. And then I won't start the actual training for the school till like February, March. So that's the only thing. Like a lot of places are doing that. Like you go, you get your permit, and then you have to wait like a while in order to actually use the equipment and practice driving. So, are you planning on getting your CDL with your Hotshot, your weather change? Yeah, I'm getting my Class A, man. Nope, I'm paying my own pocket for my CDL so I can own my ish, I guess, when I get out the gate. I feel you on that, man. Start CDL school in January. What about Miami? Ryan?
Florida, bro.
Yeah. But see, I ain't gonna lie, I get a lot of I see a lot of I see some content creators making it seem like, hey man, you can make money in Florida, but the only problem with Florida is it's hard to. You need something?
Yeah.
What you
Pick the crown right here.
Okay.
And then scoop some ice in there.
But Florida's hard to get out of for sure. I couldn't do it.
Y'all probably shouldn't get started in our bedroom.
What that?
Ice maker.
Ice maker.
That way you gotta go downstairs. You ain't shoot. Y'all ain't home.
Yeah, we ain't never home. That's why. My bad, y'all. At the in-laws right now. What do you think about those CDL 26-foot box truck? Do you get more advantages compared? Let me be completely honest about this topic because I know some people probably get sensitive about it, especially if they only hold a Class B. I think it's a waste. I don't think it's a waste to do it, but I think if you're gonna have your Class A, you being able to hold about 3,000 to 4,000 pounds more don't put you in too much of an advantage as a 26-foot non-CDL box truck guy, because most of the loads are under 10,000 pounds. But those loads that you choose to take for that same rate, and let's just say you're available to say, oh, well, other non-CDL people can't take it. If they don't take that as like a negotiating scheme, they could just say, well, it's still half the size of a 53-foot dry van. So I'm not going to pay you any more than $1.50 a mile, blah, blah, blah. But you're using more fuel because you're carrying heavier weight, if that makes sense. Right. So for a class, I guess a CDL box truck, it just doesn't make more sense just because you can carry more weight. That's all I'm trying to say. Because you're going to burn more fuel running the same rate that somebody with a non-CDL is running. Yeah. So it opens
all
up.
Brokers pay for length, not for weight anyway. That's what I'm.
Yeah, you saying they mostly pay for length.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. That so, and some will change it. Like for TQL, they'll be like, it's a partial. So every single time you call a load, you could feel like since it's 26 feet, 10,000 pounds, man, it's a full truckload. It's like, nah, it's a partial. I can get a dry van and scoop this up for $1 a mile. So I'm paying you $1.20 though. So that's kind of like what they're dealing with right now. But
TQL is just
TQL a piece of work, man. So you only run loads off load boards. Is that good for box? No contracts you got running anywhere. Is it good to have local contract buyers match? I think so. You're basically referring to white glove work. A lot of over the road work and regional work or work where it's one pick, one drop, and you usually don't have to touch freight. I think that's what made getting into box truck and doing it over the road attractive. If you want to do touch freight and you want something consistent, I think Amazon can fill in that gap. But like I said, you're gonna be taking a hit at the pay because you're doing the same type of work every day, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've heard from a lot of people that they were doing white glove work, and they just told me, "Yo, Mike, I'm only making like $3,000 a week on the contract, and I'm busting my ass doing it." So, and I mean, like just working in a mattress firm, you think it's easy, but you're loading 26 feet of mattresses by yourself and unloading them by yourself too, and you might have to have multiple stops one day, and you might not the other day. So. I don't know. I mean, how you feel about that, bro?
Man, honestly, I think it's hard because staying local, it's a complex deal. Do you want to work more to stay local? Because over the road, like I said, you don't have to touch anything. I did one touch freight. I ain't never doing it again.
Yeah.
It takes too much just driving. Then I got to lift all this stuff. No, not at all. They got to pay me a whole lot more.
Yeah, exactly.
But like that work, it'll get you. You think just sitting down and relaxing that whole ride, it gets you tired regardless.
It do.
Multiple stops. Like I got stuck in San Antonio, and I didn't have to touch the freight, but I had to continually stop. I was still burning more fuel because I was stopping and going within the city.
Exactly.
So if it's honestly just easier just to go over the road or regional if that helps a little bit more. And I mean, and I just tell everybody you can't base your company off of Amazon.
Exactly.
So that automatically eliminates your local deal on my perspective, on my end.
Okay.
But yeah, so I would, if I just had any like recommendation, it would be.
You don't like Amazon at all, do you?
I do. I love
okay.
Yeah, I love it. I do love it. But just like the whole ordeal of like, man, I had so many people walk up to me and just like, man, like I want Amazon. I was like, don't do it. You'll be out of business like quicker than you
if
can.
you're going there for just Amazon, I agree.
Right. And like peak season now, like 2 months of making how much $5,000 a week that people like say it ain't.
They should just look at peak season as a way to kind of like give them a break for not even a break, to see it as a way for them to be home for them families during the holidays. That's
Right.
it. You're making good money, but I can ride a little less and make the same money for the holidays. It should be looked at as like a blessing and a break rather than a business model. Because that was so funny for me. I guess I kept hearing all the like before I had a YouTube channel, and I was just hearing people say, yeah, but we finna enter slow season for Amazon. And I just kept keeping track of how often they said slow season. And I'm like, so y'all telling me it's only one season where it's called, like, where it's actually peak season and the rest of them are slow?
Yeah. And I remember watching a YouTube channel. I ain't gonna say the name or nothing. But it was just like I kept hearing peak season. Then right after peak season, even never heard from them again. Like it just went down and just went to a whole different other like business model. I was like, yeah. I can't. Let
me say this. I'm gonna just say this too. Like I was so cool with like most of the people doing everything too. I guess it's just that narrative that kept getting pushed, and I'm seeing people that's like hitting me up like, hey bro, I need help. I got into this game because I wanted to do this, but it's just not working. What do I need to do? And I'm like, you need to change your entire business plan, bro, because I'm not running Amazon. It didn't make sense for me. It's touch freight. Sometimes you had to piece the stuff together. They cancel loads every other day. It was hard, but you could book the loads out in advance. Mm-hmm. So let's say you book the load from Georgia, South Carolina, and South Carolina, Tennessee. Well, if you book that load from Georgia, South Carolina, and they cancel that load on you, what's going to happen when you cancel that load from South Carolina to Tennessee? Right. Then you get your score is affected by that. And then they have ways to fix that. But just going through all that hassle just to be making the same thing I can make, not touching anything, it just didn't make sense to me. Honestly.
Right. And I'm honestly like, look,
I'm OTR.
There's a lot of people who come out like with so many questions. I think we just need to have like a big seminar, in-person seminar, and just like talk to everybody and just like go and just have like a whole like in person.
That would be real dope. I think as I progress in the future, I'm gonna get into that. I just know right now, like I haven't been focused too much on being like the best YouTuber or the best content creator or this and that. I've just been trying to be the best carrier. So I know right now I'm just trying to maximize my profits in this business and then kind of like in my personal life. And I feel like once I get to that spot and I feel like I can teach something to somebody that's valuable enough to change their life for real, then I'll do something like that. You know what I'm saying? But
makes sense.
Man, y'all just search it on YouTube. Just look up how to start a box truck business, and there's people who have seminars for like $1,500 to $2,000.
Bro, they be charging
$1,500 to $2,000. Like I've started 2 trucking companies, and all the information is cut and dry, plain and simple. You don't need to pay anybody no more than I would say this. I think if a course is $200, it's fair. Like I had a course for $100. At one point, that same course was $50. So I wouldn't tax out the behind. At this point, I got to the point I'm not even finna sell. Like after seeing what these people are putting these courses up for, I'm not even finna sell a course. I'm just gonna put out the information that I had out for free. It just don't make sense.
Because they charge.
It don't make sense. Like
cracking the whole system.
It kind of like, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of pissed me off a little bit because like I was talking to some of the people who were starting YouTube channels and stuff when I started mine too. And they knew so much, and they just giving me all the game for free before I had a YouTube channel. So I'm like, what is that? You know, like I said, I still trade my time for money because at the same time, you know, I rarely have time off like this. You know what I'm saying? I usually, like, I know you had DM me probably about a week ago. I'm just not being able to just sit down and look at my DMs because I've been riding the whole week. And the week before that, I was in Vegas. So it's hard for me to do a lot of things, but at the same time, I know overcharging people for this simple information to start it. Like I said, I started 2 of them. It's not worth $1,500 to $2,000. It's not worth $500. It's not worth $300. So just keep that in mind, y'all. Just keep that in mind.
because people will try to take advantage of you.
They will. They taking advantage of the fact that it's such a surplus of people getting in. And it's just like, how can I fill my pockets up? You know what I'm saying? And that's not the right way to go about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is a good time to tell you fellas how much I appreciate your content and inside info. Hey, I appreciate you for tuning in, man.
Right.
Do you work with a fattening company? Yeah, so I used to work with OTR. Now I'm working with RTS. So if you guys check the description on, I want to say either my last video, every other video besides this live stream, I have that in there. I also have OTR, and I'm gonna make a video discussing why I kind of made that switch. And it's honestly just because I went from paying like 3.5 to 4% for factoring to 2.75 because I added their fuel card on. And the fuel card, like I said, I got the fuel card information in there too. All that stuff is completely free, y'all. So I would really look into that. You don't want to be paying that extra 1 to 2% if you don't have to. That's the only reason. It's just business at the end of the day. Now I will say OTR, in the first 60 days, you'll be able to work with a couple of more brokerages like Nolan, and I want to say not Ryan Transportation, that's with RTS. But I know Nolan for a fact, and I believe like Landstar. No, Landstar you can work with off the rip. I think it's Nolan though. You can work with Nolan and get their freight just because you signed up with OTR. And RTS is the same with Ryan Transportation because they have a deal. Other than that, they're about the same. One, you're just paying 1% more. So in order to have a 40-foot trailer Hotshot setup, you need your CDLs. No. So you will probably want your CDL because you'll be able to scale more weight. But if you don't, you'll have a 40-foot trailer that probably weighs, let's say, 8,000 pounds. And then your truck is going to weigh, well, no, they got to weigh more than that. Your trailer is going to weigh about 10 to 12,000 pounds, right?
About 12.
What you think? Probably close to 12.
My first whip, just thinking of it, I was like, your trailer will have to weigh about like 12,000.
Yeah, probably 10 to 12. Let's say it's 10 and your truck weigh 8. So already your gross vehicle weight is at 18,000 pounds. In order for you to stay under non CDL compliance, your gross vehicle weight can't surpass 26,000 pounds. So when you do 26,000 minus 18, it leaves you with what? 8,000 pound worth of cargo that you can actually carry. So you're going to be missing out on so many loads because most full truckloads, even though you want to stay away from heavy freight, it's going to be 40 foot, maybe 9,000 pounds, 40 foot, maybe 11,000, 13,000. That's why you kind of need your class A in order to make it make sense. But I will say this, I see a lot of freight that's 40 feet and also, 4,000 pounds. So that's why I miss out on a lot of freight because I'm 36 feet. And, I can probably carry around 10.5. So if you can find a light 40-foot trailer to where you can still be able to haul 8,500 to 9,000 pounds, it can be worth it. If not, I just leave it alone. I'll try to get like a 30 plus 5. I wouldn't go lower than 30 plus 5. I'm not even gonna lie. I think you need at least about 30 to 35 foot of deck space. How much you guys gross in a month? I may drop this video. I'm not gonna lie. I've been having a lot of family telling me too, just not to be putting my numbers out there. But my first month I did 18. And my second month, I guess I'm gonna just make a video. I made 18,875, but I can make a video explaining my breakdowns, where I was running, how much I made this week, how much I made that week. But I've kind of strayed away from telling how much I made because it's not really, I feel like it isn't as important anymore. Like I don't need the big thumbnails to just say, I made 5,000 this week. I made 6,000 this week. Right. It'll get repetitive, if that makes sense. So, but what about you? How much you grossing on a month?
My first time, my first month driving, I was right underneath the $20,000 mark. I think I was like at maybe 16.5. I think it was.
But I want y'all to keep in mind that both of us were OTR drivers.
Yes.
And our expenses are way higher because we're spending about $1,000 in fuel. We're spending dispatching operation costs. We're spending, of course, the same factoring costs. It's a lot of stuff coming out. And they call me bougie because I stay in hotels. So
look,
we're not
I wanted to be
18,000.
I just couldn't do it.
You stayed in hotels too?
Yeah, look, I
don't know how they do it, but I appreciate it, Rolling Red.
And a lot of people they see like that $20,000 like mark, but they don't understand like the expenses that go into it. Like I remember I was following y'all from the beginning. I was like, I want to hit that $20,000. I had that in my head. Then I'm looking at it. $20,000 is good, but you're spending a whole lot more to get up there.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's where, like I said, factoring comes in clutch, because I see some people, they just say, oh, you don't even need factoring. You need factoring to make it in this game, bro. Like I don't get how you I couldn't imagine waiting 2 weeks for my payment to come in for every single load, and maybe one taking 3 weeks. I just couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah, they must have a whole lot of money starting out.
Also, what do you think about escort owning the LLC and the equipment? LLC leased equipment, escort page and start them. Man, that sounds really dope. I've been watching videos like that, trying to learn more about business. I don't think I'm ready for that step yet, but hey, that's a good question. That's a question that hopefully I can answer in the next week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's some advanced stuff right there.
Right. I'm gonna have to take some, and I'm gonna learn with you on that.
See, if I had my boy Jermel on here, he'd be able to answer that, bro. Like he be having a lot of good knowledge on like business and how to build your business credit. How much can a 26 hold? Only 10,000 pounds out of 25 blank. I think I need to go OTR. Quick rundown, 2 seconds. What's my next best move to go OTR? First, where are you based out of? Kai Dog. I want to say that's what it is. Kai Dog. Where are you based out of? And it all depends. So, like I said in the video I'm gonna drop tomorrow, it's gonna explain like all that with gross vehicle weight, gross vehicle combination weight too. You need to take your truck, fill it up, put all the equipment you're gonna have when you run an OTR. If you're gonna have another person in that truck, tell them to come on to go to Love's and go over the scale. It's gonna be $12.50 and see how much your gross vehicle weight is. Once you get that number, if you're 16,000 pounds, you can carry 10. If you are 17.5, you can carry 8.5. So you kind of got to see how much your truck weighs with all the required equipment and all the people who are going to be in there. You hit the nail on the head. I didn't start a YouTube channel just for that reason. I have 30 years of transportation experience. I sold my box truck and got a single axle trailer and a 28-foot dry van. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, make us money.
Can you teach us how to carpet the load?
Tarp?
Compare? Carpet the load. Are you talking about tarp?
I hope you mean tarp. I was like carpet.
Man, I do put tarp on the load to for edge protectors sometimes. Like sometimes you can't put the corner protectors on there because it'll be like a weird, like for some cardboard or wood, it won't be as sharp to put the. So I put carpet on there. But
Okay.
I could charge all kinds of money for my experience. Yeah, if you got 30 years in the game, man,
you know some things.
It's people out here with 5 years in the game. They charging, $8 million for a course. So I can only imagine. How much was your fuel bill per week in the box truck on average? So with the way I was running, when I was running hard, it was probably anywhere from $750 to $900 a week, and that's when that's when fuel prices were better. Now I'm probably spending right around, if I'm doing 3,000. I don't know if I'm doing 3,000 miles, it's probably gonna be around the same. But like I said, I get a better fuel mileage in the Hotshot. I get about 12 to 12 and a half miles per gallon compared to a box truck. Sometimes going over those in the mountains in Tennessee and West Virginia, depending on where you're running your truck, you can be getting as low as 6 miles on a gallon. On the high end, maybe 9 to 10. But that's just my opinion with the equipment that I have. Do you have a dispatcher? Yeah. I got a dispatching company.
Yeah. It's simple.
I got a lot of y'all are inspirational. Keeping that money, financial freedom. That's what's up, man. Y'all see my man got the first tape over here and everything. Your boy over here rough as heck, man. He can't prepare, y'all. Hey, I've been over the road, man. I can't keep up. My man clean.
Look, it's all good. Be like you said, make the money. That's all that matters.
Hey, but like you said, man, you gotta spend some more. Gotta delegate your time. Be at the hospital. Hey, I'm gonna get that though. We're gonna get that. I'm leaving pipeline special and build trucking company. Not just drive myself. I'm left. So to say I'm committed. My bad. I'm on live stream. What, dinner ready? Is that already?
No, I need to
Alcohol. You drinking? Oh. The Hennessy? Oh my God. Tip over here. Huh?
Is it another one?
I gotta drive tomorrow. I do?
I'll look down there.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'm gonna be out for the next 30 minutes.
Give me some cokes.
Chantori.
No, because we been trying to get down here, but you been.
Oh, they coming down here?
No, we was trying to. We was trying to get done.
Okay. I'm gonna end up the last train. Dang.
No, you ain't got to now.
Nah,
I got what we need now.
Good. We got the crown out. I promise y'all I ain't gonna drink. Nah, I really ain't. I don't really drink like that anyway. My bad, y'all. My bad. So, like I said, we probably gonna have to. My bad, Jermel. We probably gonna have to wrap this up in the next 10 minutes. So, if you guys got any more questions now, ask them. And we'll try to get them all answered in a timely fashion as quickly as possible. So, running around 2,500, 30-foot big text, averaging 5 to 6K. Okay, able to. That's very standard.
That's good.
That's good. That's good. So I feel like if you running and you making them numbers consistently and you don't have any problems, you got a mature MC. I don't see any problems to rush and get your CDL, but I think I'm rushing to get mine because of the stipulations that are coming next year, and I just don't want to be surprised by anything and have to do something last minute.
Yeah.
And they talking about raising the prices for CDL schools. So, what kind of trucks are you guys running? I'm running a 36-foot gooseneck, 31 plus 5. I got mega ramps with a Ram 3500. I can haul about 10,300 pounds with all of my, equipment with my fiance in the car. But I'm not gonna lie, I just added 2 tires to the back. I back up, so I might be right at 10,000 as far as what I can carry. I need to go get reweighed, but I'm running Hotshot non CDL.
Got you. And on my end, we got 2 40-foot CDL Hotshotters, and we just hired on a 26-foot 26-foot CDL box truck. Yeah,
that's what's up. Keep that to your. Okay, that's what's up. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I got plenty of tarpet, and I got 8 moving blankets. They're pretty big. I wasn't paying attention to it in the beginning, so I already got a couple of rips and tears. But to be completely honest, I've only had one shipper tell me your tarps can't have no holes, and we're gonna turn you around. So I'm not saying that to say they have holes in your tarps, but the small, really small holes that I have isn't nothing that like a small square patch can fix.
Yeah.
He's sitting 16 GN, 8,000-pound axles. Yeah, but I think they still. Oh, you can derate but won't that extra 10 foot of deck space still make up for that weight? Won't it still weigh more than that? Thank y'all, man. Some of y'all super beginner trying to get it. I feel you, man. It ain't next level like that for me just yet, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It can be, but you gotta remember, you gotta stay consistently moving. But I ain't gonna lie, man. I've just been doing some stuff that I usually wouldn't do. Spent probably in total like $3,000 to go to Vegas, and so I spent so much money on clothes, and that's what I'm saying. You gotta just make good personal decisions when you're running a business too. But
yes,
I knew it wouldn't put me in a bad spot, anyways.
Yeah.
You gotta have fun too.
Man, this move, I wouldn't have done it if I wouldn't.
I feel you on that. Yeah. You say you only did that because you had a contract.
Had the contract. It's a big deal. I was like moving out and paying everything myself. Man.
So I am Richie. I say the best place to finance a 26-foot box truck is anywhere where they're still doing it for a good, decent rate. Don't finance for a crazy interest rate or something where you got to put 20% down because it just may not be worth it. It may not be the time for it. Honestly, it's not even the time of year. Honestly, you got to think about when you're trying to get in, and just make sure you're getting the right type of truck. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. But I can't completely honest. I can't honestly give you a direct answer to that. Did you finance your boss truck? So, what company do you recommend? Good Lord. Hey, I did finance it, but I financed it through Penske. Penske used trucks. But it's very hard to do that now. Like, it's hard to even find them trucks anymore. Don't forget to leave the dispatch link for me.
I got you.
As soon as he sent it, I'm gonna put it either in the comments or I'll put it in the description, y'all. Non CDL. Okay, that's what's up. What do you think about 24-foot box truck? Yeah, I'll let you go first because I can talk all day about this one.
Honestly, if you're not staying local and got like dedicated routes, I wouldn't go for it.
Yeah.
Because everything, at least I've seen, like over the road, it's always been 26 foot.
Yeah.
For me, I wouldn't do it. I don't think it's worth the money or time.
And in my opinion, the thing is, like, the freight won't actually even be 26 feet, but they'll order one. Like I said, I want to talk about that in the video too. And you also want to look out for the clearance on the box truck. So you want to have at least an 8-foot clearance or 96 inches at the door. You want to have like the standard roll-up doors of 96 inches or swing doors. It's hard to find swing doors, but if you can find it, that'll be a very valuable truck. Because if you got a truck with 70-inch clearance, it's like what? Not even 6 feet. Yeah, it is 6 feet tall. No, it's almost 7 foot tall. 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
No, 6 foot tall would be at, man, that's basically 72 inches, right?
Man, you my math right now.
No, 5 times 12 is 60, right? Yeah, I'm tripping, y'all. My bad. So you want to make sure you got 80-foot clearance. My bad. 7 times 12 is 84.
Man, but them swing doors. If anybody like own a truck,
get swing doors
all the way.
Because brokers really look for that, y'all. How many states you run? Oh, he's asking him. How much was your truck? My truck was $42,000. $42,000 with a $5,000 down payment. I have a cost video. If y'all laughed at my math, man, don't do that to me. I guess you meant thanks for the info, fella, man. Y'all welcome, man. How long will my MC number be considered new? I say 90 days. I say after 90 days, you become you're not seasoned, you're not experienced, but you got like some type of experience in the game.
Right.
But after 6 months, I think you'll be pretty well off. After a year, you're no different from nobody. Honestly, right. There's like a select few. I think there's like 1 or 2 brokerages that say you need to have an MC for at least 2 years. They mainly be in the Midwest too.
Ooh.
What is the link law? I believe it's 65 feet. So what is the best box truck to get for local and non-local? I say for local, you just want to find. I would buy a truck cash in that scenario. Yeah. But yeah, I gotta wrap this up. Like I said, I'm at the in-laws right now. If I was at the crib, I would keep it going. I appreciate all the love though. If y'all not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Y'all just hit subscribe. I don't get paid for subscriptions, y'all. It's just to help the channel grow. My boy is starting a YouTube channel soon, so it's not gonna be his first time on here. I'm gonna link his stuff down in the description too. You ain't even send that over to me, man. I'm also linking what you said, 550 Dispatch. He says work with new owner operators, because like I said, if you want to work with the ones that I'm working with, you gotta have at least 36 months. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. Hey, it's nice meeting most of y'all because I don't see y'all drop no comments, man. So y'all must not be watching the videos. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But y'all welcome, and I appreciate y'all sticking in, man. Have a nice night. End it up.